Hey YouTube, welcome back. I put a post out a week or so ago asking what you'd like to see me build next, and all three of you that replied said a magnetic knife holder. So my wife has this global set of knives. It gets really dirty next to the stove, so I'm going to show you how to make a magnetic knife holder on there because it's not magnetized. And so trying to figure out, I wanted some sort of loop. I tried to bend some wood with water. I mean, I could do it, but I would have to have a lot of them, and I don't think I would get the exact shape that I want. Maybe, but I would have to do a lot of them. So instead, I cut this little piece out. So it just that way, the handle or the sharpener can just hang right there. Now what I'll need to do is I'll need to put in some cuts here, because what I would like to do is have that kind of fit in there so it'll just, you know, stay a little bit more. I guess I could do some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of wood or something to hold it in, but I would rather just cut a section out and put that right there and glue it. And then I'll round it off, make it look better than just a big giant square hanging out there. I don't know if that's the best thing. I may end up screwing this whole thing up. Hopefully I don't, because I kind of like it so far. I did a test fit of the magnets. They work. I am short a few magnets. I'll show you whenever I get ready to put them in with epoxy. But I think it's going to work out. Keep watching. Show you what that is, how to make it, and why I use it. Right here, I wing. By the way, I wing a lot of stuff that I make. I don't use plans. Sometimes I do, but I don't know how to make plans really, so I just kind of wing everything and draw it out, sketch it out, put some measurements. But I always end up like not quite cutting things exactly for whatever reason. Something I need to work on. Is a personal problem, a first world problem, if you were. But here's the thing. I don't know if you can see. Let me turn it a different way. There's some like little bitty gaps right there. It's pretty good, but right there you can see a hole. So right behind that hole is where I'm put all the magnets, and I'm going to pour epoxy over that to fill it up. Okay, but first I need to fill in those holes. So this is a little trick I learned from a few experienced woodworkers. You need sawdust, which I have this little dust collector from my orbital sander. This is walnut dust, so typically you want to use whatever dust of the wood that you're preparing for. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this dust out there, and then I'm going to fill it with glue, mix it all up, and that's how I'm going to fill the patches. Got it? All right, let's do it. Okay, I'm back. I did have a squeegee and now I can't find it, so I'm just gonna use a little piece of cardboard that I'm gonna mix everything and spread it out. One thing you want to do though is anytime you're dealing with glue, you want to get all the glue mass off as quickly as possible, because if you leave that glue and it's pure glue, it, the finish will really highlight that glue, especially on this black walnut. So as I'm spreading it out, I'm going to let it spread out. I'm going to let it dry for a little bit and then come back with this, or hopefully I find my squeegee, anything sharp, a putty knife or a flathead screwdriver would work as well. But you want to get in there, get it in there real good in all the little crevices, and then come back and clean it up. And when it dries, you shouldn't be able to see any marks or residue where the glue was. But let's make sure, okay? Hope I don't screw this up again. Just on this one project, I have 1, 2, 3. I'll talk about this later, but the magnets are really causing me some problems. So I got to figure that out as well. But let's do the one thing at a time. All right, so the glue's all dried. I kind of brushed it off. I made this little piece, this sharpener holder is what I'm calling it. I made it a little bit tall, so I ran it through the joiner a couple of times. I'm going to do it one more to make sure it's all even. And then I'm going to do this sanding, get it ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to pour the epoxy in here. I can't today because I don't have any. So, hence tomorrow. Got it? Got it. Check this out. I don't think I can fix this. So it leaked out. The epoxy leaked out. You can see the trail all the way down to my floor. Oh my god. Sorry about the shaky camera. Just wanted to show you. Oh. Oh no. Look at that. Complete disaster. Ay. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that now. Dang. I'll be back. Okay, I had to step away for a second and think about how I'm gonna fix this. And I don't know if there is a fix to this. I'm gonna actually pour this out because it's not completely dried yet, and then show you what happened. And I'm probably gonna have to start over from scratch. This may be too set up to actually pour out, which is good. So now I can show you. So if you can see, all of that pour just spilled out and leaked out on the bottom. I'll try to show you what that looks like. It came out, so I attached here. Earlier in the video, I showed you how there was a couple of cracks. I thought tape, just sealing it up with tape would be enough to prevent it from coming out. Completely wrong, by the way. Don't use tape. I don't know what I was thinking, but completely not helpful. Oh, look at this. It's almost set up. It's kind of pouring, dripping out a little bit, but I got to be careful. Otherwise, it'll be more play. Oh my God. Look at all this. Oh, disaster. Complete disaster. I never had this much problem as a software engineer. Amazon was not this difficult. I'm sure if any of my Amazon buddies are watching this right now, you're gonna be like just banging your head against the wall, I'm sure. All right. This also had a little, I guess it wasn't seated correctly. What it really comes down to is I cut this way too deep. This one and this one, actually, both of them, I cut too deep for different reasons. One, I put this on after I cut that. Then I did all this and then did the groove. I think probably what I would have done different here is, man, this is a tough one. I probably would have measured correctly on this. That would have prevented these two minor small holes. If I were to measure it, and I did kind of measure it, but then I kind of sighted it with my eyes too. And what happened was I got this piece that I routed out. On the flip side, it came down and just barely made some small holes here. So definitely not good. I thought tape would work. It didn't. Then this one, it actually looked fairly good when I routed. Oh, it's dripping. When I routed it out. But then when I cut out a space for this holder was for the knife sharpener because it's not metal. So I needed to create something where it could slide in there. But there was little minor gaps all around, and I filled it in with this wood putty that I make out of sawdust and glue. And I thought once that dried, that would help. But I think what happened is inside where that knife sharpener goes, there's probably some little cracks in there because I see a lot of black in there. So I think that's what happened. But in any case, I'm not sure if there's any saving this. Which may not be a bad thing because my wife didn't really like this little decorative accent that I added to it. I thought she would, but she didn't really like it that much. Oh, jeez. So anyway, I might keep this for a couple of days, see if I can salvage it in some way. I really don't know how I'll be able to salvage this. I may just have to start over from scratch. But I'm gonna call it and just call this a failure for now, and then try another one. But I'm gonna learn from this one, and I guess I'll show you in the next video how I'm gonna do it different next time. But man, I just spent like 40 bucks on magnets, man, and this nice piece of walnut. Maybe I should give up on woodworking and go back to Amazon. Okay, I'm back. I thought when I first saw this, I could not fix it. Too much epoxy all over the place. It's crazy. That, not too worried about. But all this stuff on the front, I thought, man, that is such a pain. Got epoxy where epoxy shouldn't even go. All over this, it just looks horrible. Even on the top, inside. If I were to make this, again, totally learn from my mistakes. But I think I'm going to try to fix it. So let's get to it and see if I can. Or, you know, if I can't, maybe I'll just take an axe to it. All right, watch out. So I really hate to have all this go to waste. I spent a lot of money on the epoxy, spent a lot of money on the magnets that go inside. Magnets aren't cheap, by the way. And the wood, even though it was left over from another build, still wood is expensive, especially walnut. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I think I can fix it, but I don't know if my skills are quite to the point to where I can fix this without breaking it. But I'm gonna take all of this on the back, clean that up. If I can clean that up, that seems like an easy task. If I can do that, I can do the rest. At least it gives me a good feeling. But if I can't, then I might just go buy a bottle of whiskey and cry myself to sleep tonight. So let's get going. All right. Actually didn't do a horrible job. I did nick one of the magnets right there, if you can see. Probably dulled my blade a bit, but it's all worth it if I'm able to fix it. Not really. I mean, I'm gonna have to fix my jointer, but you know, for the sake of all of you, if I can fix this, it'll be worth it. So I got the back, kind of done. That looks actually pretty good. Needs a little bit of sanding, but it actually turned out pretty good. So now I just got to fix this. So the plan is I'll sand this. That's light enough to where I think I can sand it. Me not knowing how to use epoxy properly, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be as easy as I think, but I'm going to do that. This piece I can get off and clean it up. This is what I'm really worried about because that's going to take a lot of sanding or running it through the jointer. This, for sure, because they're holes, I'm going to have to use the same tool that I used prior, but I think it'll be okay. I think I just need to go in there, touch it up a couple of times. If I can get all of this around this, where you put the sharpener, I think I can save it. I really do. Let's check it out. I'm gonna run this through the jointer, and then we'll get started on the front. take a look. So you remember all the black epoxy all over it? I cleaned that up pretty good. It's not perfect by any means, but I learned a lot from this project. If I were to build these to sell, I would do things very, very different. But for personal use, I think it turned out pretty well. I'm gonna go finish it and then hang it up and see what it looks like. Okay, I finished the magnetic knife holder. I finished it. I'm gonna install it now with these little stickies on the back. But one thing I didn't really take into account is this knife holder. I can't put it here because I can't pull it out. So the only option really is to put it here. So let's put it there and make sure it works. So, lesson learned. When you think you screwed something up too bad to fix, don't give up too early, because you might be able to fix it. See you next time.